guys, it's me, Delicious Delights. How you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Okay, today I have a fragrance review on a new fragrance that has been released last month in January 2017. It's a flanker to a fragrance that I previously reviewed. Obviously, it's in the title. You guys already know what this is. It's Poison Girl EDT. It was released actually last month of this year. So basically 1 year later from the EDP to the EDT. I'm just gonna jump right into this, you guys, without talking too much about notes. I hate, honestly, I have reviewed this entire fragrance without looking at any reviews or any notes or anything like that, because I want to have my very genuine feeling about a fragrance, and I want to trust my nose more instead of just reading off the notes to you guys, which you guys can already do in Fragrantica or Base Notes or wherever website. I just want to give you my straight up feelings on this fragrance without any outside influences, without anything. So this is just what my nose smells. So I'm going to trust my nose more instead of relying too much on Fragrantica, which I never really relied on to begin with so much, only just to read notes, and that's after I've tested a fragrance. Now I'm just rambling. Okay, so this fragrance opens up with a very beautiful, realistic citrus blast of grapefruit and the peels, and a sweetness. That's basically it. In the first 5 minutes, that is. You have grapefruit, very realistic. The peels, if you're gonna squeeze the peels and you get like juice in there, you get that really nice bitter kind of smell. You get that with some kind of sweetness, and you mix those all together, and it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful opening. It's a better opening, I believe, than the EDP. Very fresh, very pleasant, easy to wear. Everyone will like it. It's the kind of opening that will probably grip you and will convince you to buy it if you're in the store and you're just looking for a fragrance based on the top notes, which is what some people do, and I would not recommend that. Please test several times on your skin to see how a fragrance develops. Don't just go to a store, spray something and be like, that's good, and then buy it, because usually that doesn't really work. I mean, you're lucky if it will work, unless you don't mind, just buying things based on the opening. Okay, so yeah, like I said, after that 5 minutes, that beautiful grapefruit sweetness kind of melts away, and you get like a very beautiful sweet musk. Very simple. It's just a normal sweet musk. I don't really know how to explain it other than the fact that it smells like the same kind of sweet musk that you would get in a lot of designer women's fragrances. I have recently smelled it in the Floral Shock from YSL, also in the YSL Mon Paris, also in La Vie est Belle from Lancôme, also in Flower Bomb. I mean, it's just a very generic sweet musk smell that I get, but very pleasant and very people-pleasing, I think. Now, in the middle of this fragrance, really interesting, the texture changes really, really drastically from that sweet musk grapefruit smell into this really, really, really creamy orange neroli. It was just a surprise. I'm like, wow, it's just, the transition from that opening to the mid was absolutely seamless. It was really gorgeous, you guys. The neroli in here is very bright and refreshing. It reminds me very, very simply of the Fun Dip candy that you would eat as a kid. Do you guys know what that is? Please let me know in the comments if you guys know what I'm talking about. They came in like these square packages, very thin, and you have like a dipstick that's made out of hard candy that looks like this kind of thing, like a popsicle stick, but kind of thick. And you'd use that popsicle stick to dip into different flavors of powdered candy, and then you would just lick it. Do you guys know it? If I can find a picture, I will insert it right here. So if you guys could remember what that tasted like, that's what the mid smells like to me. Very childlike and sweet, powdery, creamy at the same time, candy like I said already, and yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I like it. Okay guys, now into the dry down of this fragrance. This is the part of the fragrance where I was a little bit disappointed and let down, but not like super let down. I was just like, I felt like that, like a big sigh, like that's what it made me feel like. The dry down smelled like a very delicious orange sorbet ice cream. It smelled really good, you guys. It was very, very sweet and it had that texture of creamy dessert. However, at the same time, what disappointed me the most is that it kind of felt flat. I'm not sure if that's my chemistry. I'm not sure if it's the fragrance, but it was just really weird. It was a good smell, but it felt very flat, pretty faint, close to my skin, barely there. It's kind of like if you would have like a squashed orange ice cream of orange sorbet and you squash it with like a few bricks. That's the imagery I get from this fragrance. I don't know if it would be the same on your skin, but it just felt so flat on my skin. It was really strange and it's kind of a weird experience, kind of off-putting actually. Periodically I would get this really weird musky smell as well. I'm not sure if it's musk even, but I would get this like an air of musk just in and out of my skin in the dry down, which was also really weird. Okay guys, so the longevity on this fragrance was really, really good. In the first 3 hours it projected a lot. However, after that it really settled down close to my skin, but lasted till the next day. I do like it, but I don't love it because of that weird flat kind of smelling musky orange ice cream smell in the dry down. And if I'm going to be buying a fragrance, I want to love it for the entire fragrance, not just for the opening or the mid or the dry down. I want to love it from beginning to end. So I wouldn't buy this myself, but I think that if in the dry down, if you guys can handle that flatness, or if it's not flat on your skin at all, I would totally recommend it. So yeah, that's it guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please sub if you want to see more, and I'll be back with more videos, of course. See ya. Bye.